Boom, chickadee chanka, lads and lasses. What's going on? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little match preview video for you for the Southampton versus Manchester United game tomorrow. Live from St Mary's Stadium at 2 p.m, guys. How are we all? Let me know we're coming through loud and clear because for some reason it's saying an error on my YouTube page. Oh, it's fine on my phone. Nice. Great to see you all, guys. Thank you for getting in. Let me see who we've got here. We put it in live chat as well instead of top chat. Josh Lee, Vincent Bullock, Nigel, Eddie O2, Wiggy, Shazan Ahmed, Prince King, Flying Pig United Fan 67, Mumsy Talks Football, and everybody else as well. Thank you very much for getting in here. Whether you're watching live or catching up later, do us a big favour and hit the thumbs up on the video if you haven't done that. It'd be absolutely wicked. Leave a cheeky little like on it and get involved throughout, guys. We're just going to talk about the game tomorrow, the Southampton game. It's a fully interactive show. Do get involved in the chat and the channel as much as you like, guys. Get in there. Hey, Travis, mate, thank you very much for the £2 super sticker. It says, hey, you. What's going on there, Travis? Hope you're doing good. Thank you very much for the £2 super sticker to kick us off. Get in there. And Shamir Qureshi, Joseph KG, Stephen Carr, Shazad United Trustable Source. Guys, Stephen's Vehicle Channel. Hello to you, Marco. Right, guys. Great to have you all here. Let me just say a bit of spiel, and then we'll get back into the live chat. But I hope you're doing wicked. Do hit the like and do get involved. Right then, so Manchester United versus Southampton tomorrow. We're going to smash them to pieces, aren't we, guys? I'm just going to kick things off right now with the predictions. I'm going to say 6-0 to Manchester United. Now, I know you're going, you what? That's preposterous. Well, it's going to be a harder game than it was last time out, you know, having smashed them up 9-0. But still, though, I'm expecting United with the form that we're in and the confidence we've shown at the start of this season and the players we've got added to our ranks and the players we had anyway playing well, I'm assuming we're going to absolutely tear them a new a-hole. And I must say this season, I think they are probably candidates to go down. I think I picked them to finish about 19th. At the start of the league with the Premier League predictions video, and I must say that I still stick with that. They got battered up, didn't they, first game of the season against the Toffees? They're melters. They're going to get melted up this season, I'm afraid, and Man United are going to dish out a big old juicy 6-0 drubbing. Get your predictions in. I'll just duck into the live chat real quick here. Hey, Marco, get in there, my son. That's good news, mate. Congratulations, mate. Basingstoke, we won 2-1. Lovely stuff, mate. Get in. Onwards and upwards in the FA Cup, lad. Oh, Busy the Beast, hello. He says 9-0 repeat. Go on, son. I like your confidence there, oh, Busy. And 10-0 says Josh Lee. Well, one better, eh, Josh? We're going one better than last time. Andrew Cos thinks 6. Why, well, yeah, we're capable of it. We smashed up Leeds United the other day. They're a much better side than Southampton. They really are. I mean, you know, Leeds finished 9th last season. Look what they did today as well, fighting back, getting a point today in a tough fixture. Leeds are no joke, and to do what we did first game of the season was quite an epic performance. Now, it's all about whether or not Solskjaer and the lads can repeat that sort of level of performance and make it gel. It's going to hinge on a couple of big factors, I think. People like Paul Pogba performing and turning up. I mean, nobody can deny that Paul Pogba last week was basically the best Paul Pogba we've ever seen, really, or one of them. You know, when he's playing to that level, there really is nobody can touch him. He's got everything. His range of passing is just second to none. And he's just completely capable of creating multiple key chances for his teammates in a game if he's bang up for it. And he proved that last week. But he needs to do it consistently week to week. I'm not expecting him to go out there and get 4 assists. I'm not saying that. It's not even necessarily about that. It's just about having a good performance, a good level of performance week to week. And then, of course, Bruno Fernandes, guys like this, are they going to be able to consistently do it? Bruno's consistency's not really been in question at United. He's been fucking gnarly since he's come in, just performing like an unbelievable beast every single week. Shamir Qureshi thinks 6-1 because I'm a humble guy. Shazad thinks 5-0. Ricardo Botha says 4-0. Marco 5-0. Snap Film Walk, hello. Channel member legend there says 3-2. Andrew Cos, what's going on, guys? So, yeah, Louis Bud Batten thinks 7-1. Primot says 6-1 because Slabby's in. So you think we're going to concede because of that? Well, let's just talk about the lineup, guys. So I am going for a positive win tomorrow. I don't know if we're going to see Varane and Sancho actually tomorrow. There may well be a chance for it. I mean, let me just give you the injury status at this moment in time, guys, as the situation is. So there's a few doubts in the side, like Cavani, because of match fitness and stuff, having a bit of extra time off for the Copa America. He may well play. I've got a feeling that he might play. But he may well not as well, to be fair. And Southampton is not exactly a hugely important game that you need to bang somebody in there. And who remembers what he did against Southampton in the previous fixture last season as well, where he'd come on at half-time and was influential in the second half to win us the game. Was it 3-2? On the comeback. Cavani just absolutely bossed it in that game. So I think you might see him from the bench, but I'm expecting him to play. Raphael Varane, of course, our other new signing. There's question marks about his fitness. He might not be in the game right away. He might not be in the game. He might feature, though. But again, he might make his debut another day. Or he could start in the game. So we're not too sure about those guys in terms of Cavani and Varane, whether they will be playing in the game. Sancho, I think, probably will be starting. But you just never know. You just never know. In terms of injuries, Manchester United's current list of injuries, we've got Rashford out. We've got Henderson out. Telles and Jones. Phil Jones is out with a knee injury. Do you know what the knee injury is? It's having no bones. He's got no bones. Phil No Bones Jones. He's literally made of jelly. He's always on the physio table, mate. He literally is made of jelly, the guy. Anyway, so that's the injury list. So we've got a couple of players who are slightly doubtful. Now, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer provided us a little bit of an update, actually, in terms of the team news and Raphael Varane when he had his press conference. And he simply just said, in regards to a couple of the players, basically that, you know, Varane and these guys, they're working hard. So he was asked about whether or not Sancho and Varane will play in this game. And he said, you'll see on Sunday, they've worked well anyway. They've had minutes. We've had a very good week ourselves. We'll see who's making the flight down to Southampton on Saturday. So not ruling out the possibility of these guys featuring or maybe even starting in the game. I mean, I would love to suggest that Varane has a shoo-in chance of starting. But what do you think? Okay, guys, I'm going to ask you a question now in regards to Raphael Varane. Raphael Varane, does he start in the game tomorrow, yes or no? Does Raphael Varane start in the game tomorrow against Southampton, yes or no? Let me know what you think. I actually don't think so myself. I personally think that he'll save him for the next game. But a lot of you saying yes, 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 yes. Everyone's saying yes. Check that out. Check that out. That's what I like to see. Positivity. The reason I don't think it will be tomorrow is because I think the last game you saw Lindelof actually have a really good performance. He performed very well. Solskjaer might want to just reward that at this moment in time. Not that he doesn't want to give Varane a big start and a debut. And maybe Southampton's a good game for that because it should be a relatively easy game. But also, yeah, I think he will just be aware that Varane needs to be eased in here. He's not at full fitness here. Victor Lindelof had a good game the other day, and because of that, he might just feel like he's okay to just leave it as Maguire and Lindelof at this moment in time, and Varane could come in, you know, at a later date or even later on in the end of the game, possibly. You never know. But, you know, he said, he's not ruled it out. He said, you'll see on Sunday, basically. He said they've worked hard during the week. They've had some minutes and stuff. So they might well feature. That, to me, doesn't necessarily say that they're going to start. It just means that they'll probably feature in the game. So I don't think Sancho will be starting again, but you never know. Let's have a look at the team then. This is a projected lineup here that I'm just going to pop up on the screen really quickly, guys. And for Southampton also. So it's very, 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 what's the word? But it will probably do the job, let's be fair. I mean, I wasn't happy with the selection in midfield last week, but they performed very well. People like McTominay bossed it, and Fred, these guys did well. You know, any team with Fernandes and Pogba in there's going to be amazing. I could see Sancho starting over on the right-hand side there. Mason Greenwood up top there because I'm not too sure about the situation with Martial, with Cavani, whether these guys, it's an interesting situation for Solskjaer. He's got a lot of options. He's got a lot of options there. And the back line basically picks itself apart from the Varane situation. So there's one question mark place. We know Luke Shaw's the man. We know Wan-Bissaka's the man. We know Slavia Maguire's going to be the man in the defence. The question mark is about that Lindelof position. Will Lindelof be starting or will it be Raphael Varane? I've got a little hunch. I'm leaning towards it being a Lindelof start. But hey, I would love to see Raphael Varane starting this game against Southampton, and that's what I would like to happen, to be fair. But Sancho on the right, one of them's got to start, really. Do you know what I'm saying? One of them's got to start. Yeah, Harry David says Lindelof question mark. Hey, this isn't my team. This, just so you know, this isn't the team that I want to put out there. This is the team that I think may feature. And hey, look, we'll see what happens. We'll see what Solskjaer does. He hasn't said, yes, they're definitely going to be playing in this game. He simply said, when asked about the presser yesterday, you'll see on Sunday. So they might be playing. They also might not. So that is the team there, guys, pretty much. And there's just a projection of, Southampton also. Press the wrong thing. So we get rid of that. We get the chat back. You can't hear. What can't you hear, Busy the Beast? It's buffering. What do you mean it's buffering? Smash a 1 if it's buffering for you guys. Hopefully it's okay. If you need to refresh, give it a cheeky little refresh. Sorry, it should be all right, guys, but sometimes YouTube does sharp the bed. That reminds me, there's 59 of you legends getting in here right now. Why did that remind me? Anyway, take a shot on the like button. No. Just smash the like button, everybody. Leave a little thumbs up on it. Let's see if we can get 100 big ones on this stream for the match preview against Southampton. Have it. We're going to smash them up. Yeah, get your thoughts in as we go. Thank you, Marek Stachowski. He's loving the analysis tonight. I appreciate that one, Marek. We will get bang into the live chat also. I do want to just get on with a little bit of analysis, but you're damn right. My analysis is, that's what it is. I like to call it analysis. So that's what I think the lineup's going to be anyway. So many question marks about the striker lineup. In fact, I am going to ask you, I'm going to pose you a question in the live chat really quickly right now, guys. Who do you want at striker? Okay. So it's more than likely a 4-2-3-1 formation that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be playing. Who do you want at striker? I'm going to ask you in the form of a poll in the live chat. So I'm just going to put 3 options in there. There's Mason Greenwood, there's Tony Martial, and there is Edinson Cavani. Now, it doesn't really, there is quite a, so have a vote on the poll in the live chat there, guys. There is quite a big bunch of question marks over this one, though. Did you see how Greenwood played in that Leeds game, guys? He was formidable, man. He looked like a young Cavani, the way that he was just like dropping back deep, being a part and like involved in the play, like creative aspects of the game, but also up there finishing stuff off and taking the ball forward from deep and causing all sorts of problems. Not just, he was like a complete forward in that game against Leeds, and he's only 19. So look, if I was Solskjaer, I'd probably reward him with the start because I think you might get another similar performance like that from him. Cavani's just coming back. He's not exactly 100% yet just now. You need to manage him just right. You know he's the Don. You know he can come off the bench if we need. You know why we know that? Because look at this return fixture last season against Southampton when he came off the bench at half-time. And did he get a second-half hat-trick? Or he was definitely involved in a few goals and we won the game in the second half. I've got a shocking memory, but I can remember something like that happening against the Saints. So we know we've got that in the locker. And then there's Tony Martial. Now, Tony Martial is a question mark for me because you don't know what Tony you're going to get. And will Solskjaer want to put somebody in who may be a little bit inconsistent, or does he want to give somebody an opportunity? He had a good game last time out and is looking really bang up for it and giving him a chance again. So that's why I think you might just be looking at seeing something similar to this lineup here as you see on the screen with Mason Greenwood starting. Pogba on the left-hand side, what a performance from the guy last time around. Oh my goodness me, the best performance in a United shirt for, well, probably forever in terms of him. But also just in terms of anybody a very long time because he created 4 goals for his teammates there, assists. That's the only time Manchester United has done that in the Premier League era, by the way. So that's the sort of performance and the sort of achievement that we're looking at there. Manchester United and all the successful periods under Fergie from 92-93 on, we have never had a player get 4 assists, I should say, in a game in the Premier League until Paul Pogba in that game against Leeds. That goes to show you what a performance it was. So for me, Paul Pogba, it hinges on whether or not he turns up and has a great game. I actually think that he will. There's all these question marks about his contract at the moment. He's still trying to get a big deal, whether it's from us or whether it's from somebody else. I want to just tell you a little bit about Paul Pogba's situation because Solskjaer was asked at the presser about the Paul Pogba situation right now. And he said in regard to it, basically what's the latest around Paul Pogba. He says that negotiations with Paul's representatives and the club, for me and Paul work together every day here, and we keep trying to improve the team and to enjoy ourselves. When you win games, you enjoy yourself more. We've just got to make sure this isn't just one game and everyone flies off on all these. You know, we get these big headlines and praise we get. It's about bringing more energy into the next one and being even better. One swallow never makes a summer. Ooh, I love you, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Please be my husband. What? No, he's a fucking legend though, isn't he, mate? Solskjaer just saying it how it is, basically, without saying it how it is. He's basically just said what I've said and what you guys have mostly said over the last couple of years is that, yeah, one performance doesn't mean that he's the Billy Big Bollocks around town. You've got to do it consistently, week to week. That's what it's all about being a Manchester United player. That's what it's about being a Manchester United player. So we'll see. That's what he's saying. He's basically thrown down the gauntlet there. If you analyse what he said, that negotiations with poor representatives of the club. For me and Paul work together every day here, and we try to improve the team and to enjoy ourselves. When you win games, you enjoy yourself more. We've just got to make sure this isn't just one game and everyone flies off on all of these. You know, we get these big headlines and praise we get. So he's saying we don't have to do this, we don't have to do this, but what he's actually saying there is Pogba doesn't have to do this. Pogba needs to continue the performances, basically, and be consistent this season. So I love Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. What a fucking legend. Let's get some Solskjaer emojis in there. Have we got Solskjaer emojis? I don't think we do. We need to get a Solskjaer's at the wheel emoji. Yeah, we do. And Ollie's at the wheel emoji. How much of an impact do you think that Pogba can have in the game against Southampton, guys? Will he have the same sort of impact that he did against Leeds? It's probably hard to replicate that sort of a performance, but if he gets anywhere near that, he can be an influential player. We know he's capable of creating many chances for his teammates in a game. Southampton aren't going to pose us too much of a threat. They got smashed up by Everton the other day, 3-1. Everton just drew with Leeds. We just smashed up Leeds. It's like football math here. We're going to smash them up 19-0 or something. If you work it out, that's how it works. But no, I'm going for 6-0, and I know that's a bold prediction, but I'm feeling bold. Okay, let me just get back into the live chat for a few minutes, then we'll get into some of the other stuff. Oh, just in regards to Anthony Elanga, actually, he's still out injured at this moment in time. Also, Alex Telles is out. You know, Phil Jones, No Bones Jones. Well, yeah, we've gone into this as well. In terms of the form, we're looking pretty good, guys. We're looking pretty good. As I say, our away form is just incredible. This is obviously a away game, stretching back into last season. We're on the cusp of setting a record if we can go and do it. So it's a very, very big game. Right, then let's get back into the live chat here, lads and lasses, for a moment. Let's see what the poll's shaping up like as well. And I'm surprised about that, actually, but most people agreeing with me that Mason Greenwood makes the most sense for that start against Southampton tomorrow. He had a great game last time out. He really performed well in that position. Let's nurture him and give him these games in this position. There's always opportunities for youngsters in games against the lesser teams in the Premier League. And that's what Southampton are, no disrespect. Whereas Cavani and these big boys with the experience, you know, sometimes you want to unleash them upon the bigger teams. Thank you very much, Eddie O2, mate. He says, guys, hit that delicious like for the Pigo. Thank you, mate. I appreciate you, Eddie. Yes, if you enjoy these streams, if you want to leave a free like on the stream, please do. And yeah, that's awesome. Vincent, but I see you what? Are you talking about Jack Grealish? Jack Grealish did get a goal, Vincent Bullock. Yeah, he did. Thank you, the Vutinator. How you doing? Steve Nichols, Primark, great to see you. Adam Bergen, Whelan says Sancho to start over James on the right. I think so, yeah. James? Who the fuck is James? James needs to see you later on, son. Isn't it about time that Daniel James left? No disrespect, but we don't really need him anymore. We've got the depth there. I suppose as a late sub to come on and be an impact player, then he's okay, but I'm not bothered about him, to be fair. Cavani's been taking Greenwood under his wing. Yes, the special one. You can actually see some of the movements from... I know this is probably just a bullshit claim, really. It's easier to say this. All he is dropping deep and stuff. But you can almost see some of the Cavani effect on Mason Greenwood already. Am I getting carried away by saying that? I don't know, but it's true. Like, you're seeing this different facet of Greenwood's game. It's beautiful, man. Oh, and what a player to learn from. Edison Cavani is one of the best players of the last sort of decade. Whether it's been banging goals for Napoli, PSG, or, you know, Manchester United now, he is definitely a top player. Rage quit, says Rema Ishmael. Hey there, Social99. What's going on there, Bell1691? He says it was Norwich, in fairness. He did fuck all against Spurs. Well, this is true. Jack Grealish, yeah, they smashed them up. What was the score? 5-0 or something? I mean, yeah, look, Grealish has got on the score sheet there. He's going to get goals. He's going to get good performances in there. Let's see how it turns out, like you say, Bell, in the crunch games against bigger teams. Man United are going to smash them up this year, guys. Ahmed needs minutes, says Marco. Right, okay then, lads and lasses. So, just a couple more things to get into about the game. Just wanted to read some of the head-to-head stuff out, but in terms of injuries, we're looking good. By the way, we got battered, our youth team, under 18s, got battered up 5-0 earlier by the Scouse youth team. That sucks. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. But anyway, head-to-head, listen to this. United's 9-0 win in the Premier League is their most recent league meeting, of course, between Southampton and Manchester United. And it's also, we matched the Premier League record for the biggest victory in that game. That was the last time we faced them. It followed United's 9-0 triumph versus Ipswich Town in 1995. Of course, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer setting records. Southampton have beaten United just once in 13 league games at St Mary's. They've drawn 4 and they lost 8. And that is at St Mary's, guys. So this is why I think that we're going to smash them up 6-0 tomorrow. It's not, we're not only are we in great away form. Look at our away form. It's ridiculous. We're about to set a record. We've got Southampton have got shite form at home there. And look, against us, they crumbled job it at St Mary's. And they're winless in their past 10 games. They're fucking awful, mate. We're going to batter them, guys. It's going to be a 6-0 drubbing, honestly. Like, I can feel it, I'm calling it now. 6-0, guys. 6-0, I'm calling it. Anyway, United have recovered 35 Premier League points from losing positions in this fixture. It is the best record of any side against any one opponent. So anytime, even if Southampton do score, well, don't be worried. We're going to come back and batter them. That's what we do. We always recover those losing positions against the Saints. You know why? They're bottle jobs, guys. That's what we do. The Saints have lost 10 Premier League meetings after scoring the opening goal, a joint record in the competition. Southampton have won their first home league match of the season in just 3 of their past 30 seasons. Man, Southampton's shit, aren't they? Saints can become only the second club to lose both of their opening 2 Premier League fixtures in 3 consecutive seasons after Bournemouth in 15, 16, 17. They have kept just 1 clean sheet in 22 league matches, conceding 52 goals during that period. The reason I'm reading these stats out to you guys, because these are fucking awful stats, guys. We're going to batter them, aren't we? Think about it. Think about all these stats. They are awful. They're there for the taking. Conceding 52 goals in 22 league matches and only keeping 1 clean sheet. We're gonna go to town on them at St Mary's, guys. Adam Armstrong can become only the 3rd player in Southampton's history to score in his first 2 Premier League appearances for the club. If Manchester United avoid defeat, they will match Arsenal's top flight record of 27 games unbeaten away from home. Come on, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and United. Do it for the history books here, boys. Let's dethrone Arsenal with that record, mate. All you hear about, the Invincibles, the Invincibles. They're shit, mate, to be fair, and we're going to knock them off. Well, they weren't shit, but what else did they do that season in other competitions, eh? Eh? Tell me! And they drew a lot of games. Anyway, the Red Devils have gone 9 matches without a clean sheet in all competitions, so that's not good. United have been awarded 49 penalties in 152 games in all competitions under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, 15 more than any other Premier League side. Haters gonna hate. Haters are going to hate, guys. That's what I think about that stat. Haters going to hate. We've been creating those opportunities. We've deservedly won those penalties. There might be a couple of dodgy ones there, but people are going to say things about that. Haters are going to hate, but there you go. 49 pens in 152 games. Does sound like quite a lot of pens to award, though. It's 15 more than anyone else. Get in there, United. Bruno Fernandes can equal Gabriel Jesus' record of 26 away fixtures undefeated from the beginning of his Premier League career. That's pretty incredible, really, actually. Bruno Fernandes has the opportunity. He's not even tasted away defeat in the league. I mean, that's incredible. Think about how long Bruno Fernandes has been here, and he hasn't even tasted defeat away from home yet. Think about that for a second. That is mental. I'm pretty sure that's what that stat says. It's one of those ones you have to double take because it almost doesn't sound right. But yes, Bruno Fernandes can equal that record of 26 away fixtures undefeated from the beginning of his Premier League career. Quite incredible. Edinson Cavani only played 45 minutes of each league game against Southampton last season, but still scored 3 goals and assisted 1. That's what I'm talking about, the Cavani effect coming off the bench. That's why I think Greenwood's going to start. I think Cavani will be coming on later. He likes playing against Southampton. He likes coming off the bench against Southampton, and he's going to smash up Southampton off the bench. So 6-0, guys. My prediction is 6-0. I'm going to go goal scorers. Pogba gets 1 and creates a couple. I'm going to say Bruno Fernandes gets a brace. I think Mason Greenwood gets himself on the score sheet as well. I think Cavani comes off the bench and bags in 2. That's my prediction for the game. They call me Mystic Pig because I predict these things. Get your predictions in if you haven't. So that's the head-to-head stats and just some interesting facts and stats I wanted to share with you guys about it. If you analyse those stats as I've just given you there, you will realise that Southampton are there for the taking and that their form is absolutely dreary and our form is absolutely sensational and we're going to go there and rip them apart. Doesn't matter that it's at St Mary's, it doesn't matter it's a new season, they're still Southampton, the whipping boys, and we're going to smash them up at St Mary's, guys. It's as simple as that. So yeah, we will win the game and it will be a penetration. So 6-0 is what I'm calling. Thank you very much for hearing me. Okay, right, let's get into the live chat. We do have a little bit of transfer news, but we'll get onto that in a moment. In a moment, I'm just going to see what you guys think about the game and stuff. Have your say. This is the part of the stream where we get fully interactive now. So have your say in the live chat. I'm going to just read a whole bunch of your comments out. Get your thoughts in. What do you think? How do you see it going down, guys? 77 legends in here. Let's see if we can get 77 likes on the stream. Smash a little cheeky like if you haven't done. And we have got TalkMU here as well, sir. How are you doing? And Gungshi as well. Fantastic to see. Oh, shit. I missed some super chats. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, Francois Coq, you legend. I'm so sorry, Francois, mate. Get in there. He says, Pig, Varane needs to start. Man United is not a charity. I hear you, but let me just tell you this for a second, right, Francois Coq. Thank you so much for the super chat. Firstly, look at the team that I've just popped up here. There's nothing wrong necessarily with that selection against Southampton. I know you're saying it's not a charity, but Varane's just coming in. He might not be fully fit. We're just easing him in gently. He might get some minutes towards the end of the game or whatever. He may well even start. But if he doesn't, I don't think you can really question Solskjaer's selection because Lindelof had a really good game out last time against Leeds. Varane still might not be 100%. He has hinted at the fact that they may feature. But if he doesn't, it wouldn't surprise me. So that's the sort of vibe what I'm getting off Solskjaer, that is thinking of maybe a Lindelof start there. And I don't think that's a bad thing against Southampton, really, guys. Now, we should be capable of smashing up Southampton. And these are the sorts of games, if you are going to have your squad players come in and play, these are the sorts of games they should come in. People like Lindelof, who are maybe not quite up to standard for the rest of the season, or maybe like Fred and Maccas and these guys, you know, these are the teams that they should be playing against. They shouldn't necessarily be coming up in the cup finals against the Chelseas of this world or whatever, but in these games against Southampton where we should own, you do have to rotate a little bit, and also you've got to reward some good performances, which is why I'm thinking Greenwood gets the nod, which is why I'm thinking Lindelof does get the nod. Lindelof assisted one of the last game, but other than that, he just performed really well defensively. So I've got to say that Victor Lindelof, if he is to be selected against Southampton, not only do I understand the selection, but I also back this selection. It's not that I don't want to see Varane play, I really do. It's just that maybe he doesn't want to rush him in there. So yeah, and we saw a decent game from the centre-back duo last time out. It's only Southampton, why upset things? That's the only thing I'm saying. So let me just get rid of that again, guys, and get the live chat back up. Have your say. Have your say. It's buffering, is it, for you, Prince King? That's gash, mate. You can't hear me? Sorry, guys, you guys are really confusing me. So, I thought I am coming through. Smash the 69 if you can hear me, and I'm coming through, right, guys? But anyway, yes, thank you so much for that. You can't hear. That's very strange. That is quite weird. We can hear you. Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm getting really thrown off here. Am I looking at old... I think I'm looking at old chat comments. I literally think I'm not looking at the right live chat. All right, anyway. Let me get the live chat up on YouTube here. This is bizarre. Francois Coq, though, thank you so much for the super chat, mate. I'm so sorry. Let me get right down to the bottom of the chat here. Do you know what? I was reading old chat, guys. I was actually reading, like, chat from a stream a different day or something there for some reason. Something was stuck on my OBS studio. We got a lot of 69s in there. Thank you very much for all the... Hey, Haroli, mate. How you doing there, mate? Good to see you, bud. How you doing there, Mr. Haroli? Hope everything's okay with you, bud. Francois Cark, he says Lindelof had some good games last season, so why did we buy Varane? Hey, look, I don't think Lindelof's good enough for it every single week. The only reason I'm saying not Varane now, if you're asking me who do I want to be our centre-back pairing, it's Varane and Maguire, of course. The reason I don't think necessarily that that's going to happen tomorrow is we've only just got Varane. He might not be 100%, and Lindelof looked good the other day. Those are the only factors why I'm thinking that Lindelof will start. I don't want Lindelof to start, just so you know. I want Rafael Varane to start. I want to get that Swedish meatball melt out, guys. I've had enough, son. See you later off. Pack him off like some Swedish flat pack off to IKEA returns, sir. Because I've had enough of that guy. No disrespect. But he had a decent game the other day, and that's why I think he might feature, and also because Varane's just come in. Maguire and Lindelof are both too similar, i.e. slow as fuck, so we needed a new centre-back, says Andrikos. Oh, definitely, yes. I mean, we've seen that already this season, actually. Maguire is quite slow, but he does need a very, very pacey couple of players around him in order to sort of complement him. He's great defensively in terms of, like, blocking stuff, getting his head on crosses and just aerial battles and getting the ball away. He's great at that sort of stuff. He's just not quick, is he? He's like slow. He's like John Terry-esque. John Terry was a great defender. He got his body on the line. He wasn't the quickest guy out there, but he made up for it with his acumen and his experience and his ability to read the game and his aerial ability and his defensive ability. I'm not saying Maguire's John Terry levels because, as much as I hate to say it, he's not yet. Hopefully he continues as he has this season and has that sort of a consistent season that we know he can. But hey, look, he's a great player recently. I mean, I can't really fault him over the last, say, 6 months really much. He made a few errors throughout last season, but what defender doesn't really, especially when you don't have a cemented, or not a cemented, but not a really great partner. He doesn't have a great partner at the back there. You know, if you put Rio Ferdinand next to Victor Lindelof, Rio Ferdinand's not going to do as well as if he had the Benjamin Vidic next to him, and he's got that great player with that great understanding, and that's just how it goes. Lindelof's not a good enough defender to complement Slabbington Maguire. Yes, the Cake Cadet, how are you doing tonight, mate? I hope you're doing great. Hey, we got a super chat here from Don Gungshileone. Don Gungshi, he says, Don Piglione, you're coming through loud and clear. My loins are tingling, and I predict a 5-0 Drubbernation. Maybe 6. Dudes, let's get some cheeky little watermelon sugar highs. And I'll tell you what, actually, let's have a vote. How many goals do you think we're going to score tomorrow, right? Channel members, you can vote by getting a necessary number of Bruno Fernandes emojis in the live chat. Because you know the Portuguese Magnifico is going to be at it again tomorrow after a great performance in the last game also. Pogba is more of a question mark. You're not too sure whether Pogba's going to turn up. He's always been quite inconsistent. I think he will, because his contract's up at the moment. But you never know. Whereas Bruno is like Mr. Consistent, man. He's Mr. Perfect at United. He can do no wrong in my eyes. So I think he'll turn up and have a banging game. But Gungshi, thank you so much. The old loins are tingling. Thank you very much for the confirmation. I'm coming through loud and clear. He says 5-0. I feel that, Gungshi. Yeah, I'm going for 6-0 myself. I think 6-0 is realistic against them because of all the things we discussed in this video. They've got weaknesses in their team. They concede a heck of a lot of goals. They don't really get clean sheets. They struggle at home. They get battered against United at St. Mary's over the last however many games. We are definitely going to batter them. I mean, you can't say never say, you should never say never, you know, because that's football. Football has that innate ability of just throwing a horseshoe right in your ghoulies, you know, and just taking you out, mate, because it is a strange old game. Just when you think you know what's going to happen, it does throw a horseshoe in your nutsack. And I would appreciate it if that didn't happen. So, look, you never know, but I do feel like if you analyse everything, you look at the situation, you look at the form guide, you look at the players, you look at the teams, we're so much superior in every single department, even with our not the strongest side out, i.e. we've got a 19-year-old up front, Rashford's out injured, McTominay and Fred in the middle, even with Lindelof at the back there. I still expect us to absolutely spank up Southampton Football Club, guys. Come on. Don Gungstiani, thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate that. Francois Coq gets 5 Bruno Fernandes emojis in there, thinks we're going to get 5 goals. Kayam says 3. He thinks Southampton will sit back and make it very difficult. If I was Southampton, that's exactly what I'd do because, yeah, I mean, you don't want another repeat of that. But even if they do that, I think it sort of plays into United's style. If you look at the Leeds game, we were quite deadly in that first half, even if the second half was the most potent half where we just absolutely decimated them. Even in the first half where they didn't really do much, they just sat. We were creating chances, we were playing our football. If you let the quality of players we have play their football in front of you, it's the best tactic to take, though, if you're Southampton, don't get me wrong. But even then, you're still inviting all that pressure onto you constantly from these quality players. Eventually, one of those balls that they're putting in is going to find a forward and it's going to be game over, son. So Yeah, you might be right though. It might not be as potent as last time out. It might not be a 9-0 or even a 6-0, but I definitely think we're going to win. Oh hell yeah. Tom Bailey says, did he just donate 300 quid? It's 300 Taiwanese dollars, but even so, it's fucking amazing, mate. It's fucking amazing. Thank you so much, Don Gungshilioni. Tom Bailey, yes, I wanted to talk about this. Thank you, Tom Bailey, Birmingham City fan. You're right, mate. How's it going like Tom Bailey, mate? Oh, I heard about it today, you know. That's right, Tom Bailey, he had a great game, didn't he? Tahith Chong, guys, over at Birmingham City, like, and an absolutely Boston game. Oh, he had a Boston game. No, I heard that, Tom Bailey. That's absolutely brilliant, man. Tahith Chong doing bits. I've got a little bit of informazione about that actually right here. Tahith Chong, he's insane. This is what people are saying about him. Scott Hogan scored a brace and the Blues' comfortable win at Kenilworth Road, basically. They smashed up Luton Town. And Tahith Chong doing some bids, guys. So lots of people on social media absolutely loving him, saying, wow, what a player, and, you know, great player to have and all that sort of business. So pretty awesome. Good to see some of our loan players doing well. There's a lot of players at United going out on loan at the moment. Andreas Pereira, of course, just got out on loan. It's good for these guys. It's very, very good for these guys to be out there getting some game time and playing at a decent level and, you know, just getting some experience. So yes, that is good stuff. That is very, very good. Even the Luton fans clapped him off. Fair play, Tom Bailey, mate. I mean, I haven't seen anything of it. Hey, Gungshi, dude, he says, one day I'll donate £300. One day, Gungshi, don't even worry about that, mate. I think if you think about what you've supported over the years, it's insane, Gungshi. Gungshi, don't ever send me another penny. I fucking love you, Gungshi. Marco says, pick up Chong. Such a shame Tahith did not take his chance. Guess it was hard in this transition period where coaching has been patchy. Yes, he's going to, you know, remember this is a lesser level as well. You know, this isn't playing against top teams. I would expect a player of Tahith Chong's ability to be good in the championship. And I hope that he continues in that form and gets some good experience for this and can come back a better player. But let's not get carried away right now. Andreas Perez, of course, spending the season out in Flamengo in Brazil as well, guys. Right, a couple of little bits of transfer news. So that's the preview ready for the game. I want to talk about the transfer news now very quickly for the day. There's not too much going on, but I'll let you know. Do us a favour, hit the like, get involved throughout, and we will have a bit of a Q&A at the end as well. And then we've got FIFA coming up a little bit later, everyone. Did somebody say the Xbox servers were down? Guys, what's going on with that? I'm just going to end this poll, by the way. Have a vote in the poll if you want to quickly have a poll. But who do you want as striker for tomorrow's game? It's a resounding Cavani. It was Mason Greenwood a little while ago, but now it's a resounding Cavani. No, it's gone to Martial. Wow, 38% say Tony Martial they want to see start the game. Wow, that's pretty crazy. It changed. It's flip-flopped around a little bit there, man. A minute ago, it was Mason Greenwood, and now it is Tony Martial winning it. That's interesting. Well, okay. Looks like Tony Martial quite popular with the vote. Me, personally, I'm not too bothered who starts at striker. I think any of them are capable of doing a good job against Southampton. But me personally, Greenwood's the one I want to see because he had a really good game there last time. Cavani's not 100% now, and I think Greenwood could just smash him up again and give him the opportunities as they arrive. And because it's against Southampton, a team we should be beating, and we have an advantage on, it's the perfect game for Greenwood to show what he can do and get some more opportunities. Marco says Chong equals Januzaj. We'll come back, class to you, or we'll take him permanently happily. There you go, Tom Betty. Fair play. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Lots of game time for him, and if not, yeah, you may well be interested in having him. I mean, it's a shame because even if he does come back next season after having a really good season, there's no guarantees he can get in the squad. So you might be onto something there, Tom. You might be getting him. BXP prediction, he says, hi Pig, hope you're doing well. Would love Sancho to score tomorrow and let's smash Southampton 5 or more goals. Yeah, I've got a feeling about it. You just never know. Any win would be great. Francois says, there's a Nani SBC. I know, I've heard about this. This is sick. Yes, all football, there will be a FIFA stream tonight as long as the servers are up. But somebody did mention that they're down, I think. But I don't know. I haven't looked myself. All football, though. Thank you very much for getting in here, bud. Okay, so the transfer news. Manchester United are still working on a Bruno Fernandes contract. This is a tweet from Fabrizio Romano from today at 2 p.m. He just tweeted out and said that Man United are still working on Bruno Fernandes. Talks on and priority since July. So it is a very big priority situation for United. Lots of question marks about it. We've also got that Pogba contract negotiation going on at the same time. So these things do pose a few question marks and delays, because it's almost like, you know, we want to see what happens first with this deal before we commit. And, you know, there's a little bit of that. Bruno and his team are in quite a strong position, really, because I think they know what an important player he is to Manchester United. I think they know sort of roughly what Manchester United are shaping up to pay Paul Pogba at Manchester United. Bruno's like our most important player and will be for the next few years as well. So he's in a very strong position if I'm Bruno. Plus his contract's not running out anytime soon. It's not like, it's just that he's on a lower deal and he should be on a much, much, much higher deal. And the two parties need to meet and everybody to be happy. I think nobody wants Bruno Fernandes to get unhappy and nobody wants him to leave. Man United fans don't, I personally don't care how much money Bruno Fernandes is on. The more the better, if you ask me. He seems like a nice bloke. You know, this is what it's about. You don't hate the player, hate the game. The money in the game is fucked up. But it's going to, I'd rather it go to a player than a grubby agent or a grubby club or grubby owners. So, you know, it's going to Bruno, who seems like a legend. So, good on him. I hope he gets 300k a week. I really do. I hope he gets 300k a week. If Paul Pogba's on 400k a week, Bruno needs 300k a week. It's that simple. I know Pogba's a bigger stature player in terms of following or being a world star. He's a World Cup winner. He's a couple of years old. He's more experienced. There's not that much in it. And also Bruno is a massive key player for Manchester United, so he deserves money. Whereas Pogba definitely deserves money, definitely deserves to be paid like one of the biggest players at United, but he doesn't deserve to be paid like the best player at United, which he currently is, and which he probably will be if he signs a new deal. So for me, it's a question mark whether or not Bruno signs for you know, I don't know, 200k a week or 300k a week. If I was Bruno and his team, I'd be holding out for a little bit more because I know what a player I am for the team. And nobody could begrudge Bruno signing a big deal like that. Nobody could say that if he did sign a 300k a week deal, that he wasn't worth it. Now, just hear me out a second. He's not going to sign the 300k a week deal, just so you know. He's only on 100 grand a week now. It doesn't work like that. He's not that senior of a player. He is an amazing player for us. He's literally the best player in the team, if you ask me. But it doesn't quite work like that. You have to go up. You can't just necessarily go from 100 to 300 grand a week. But I think 250 a week, you can't pay him less than that. It's an insult. He is that good. I don't care if he was on 100k a week. We know what his true value is. They know what his true value is. We have other players in the team paying a crazy amount. So there you go. Bruno Fernandes, we're working on it. Pogba stays, as always said. Man United are in talks again with Raiola on Paul's contract. No agreement yet. So that's an update from Fabrizio on Pogba as well. So he says, Pogba stays, as always said. So he's saying that Pogba's staying. Man United in talks with agent on Paul's contract. But there's no agreement in place as of right now. That's the current situation with Pogba, guys. By the way, guys, what do you think to this? Bit of piggy merch. If you click, there might be a shelf below down there. If you click, you might be able to purchase one of these bad boys for yourself if you want to support the channel and sport a lovely Jadon Malik Sancho t-shirt, sunshine. Give it a cheeky little rating out of 10. How do you rate this cheeky little Jadon Sancho design, guys? Yeah? That's right. Piggy modelling it for you there. Fire Up says 100k a week. I could just about feed yourself on that. Yeah, you know. It's just enough, isn't it? You know, might need to ask your parents for a little bit. There you go. Also, some reports, Duncan Castle's reporting on the Transfer Podcast that Juventus has proposed a swap deal for Nemanja Matic, which would see Aaron Ramsey join Manchester United, and United rejected it. Now, that could just well be just BS hearsay stuff, but that's what was a report that we read. I would actually take Aaron Ramsey at United. I would. I liked him. I liked him at Arsenal. I thought he was a good player. Hell, they could do with him back now, couldn't they? I think he's a good player, but you know, it's not really, don't think that's really that realistic, but I think that would be good. And yes, Fabrizio Romano just confirmed, of course, yesterday that Andreas Pereira has gone out on loan. Hey, we got another super chat here. Thank you very, very much for the super chat. Let me just give this a refresh. Holy crap, we've got a bunch of super chats coming through. Wait a sec, why are they not showing up here? Live chat. Let me end the poll. It's blocking everything. Hey Travis, thank you very much for the £2.10 super chat. He says, nice shirt. What's that emoji all about, mate? Thank you so much for the super chat. Let's get some watermelon sugar highs in there. What is that emoji all about, Travis? It's a sad, hot, crying face. A good shirt for next season, Joe. Thank you, Cake. Hey, well, you know what? It is slightly wrong. It does say Jadon Malik, new number 7, Manchester United. You know, but at the end of the day, it is a play on the old Jack Daniels bottle design, right? With the number 7. you know. So it says, Jack Daniels says old number 7. This says new number 7. And he will be the new number 7 for Manchester United, guys. He will be the new number 7, just not now. So I'm not changing it. I'm not changing it. No, not to number 25. I ain't changing it, guys. It's new number 7 and it stays like that. Future number 7, says Mark. I should change it to future number 7. Oh, Gungshilione with another super chat as well. Don Gungshilione, he says the best bit of transfer business we could do would be for Pogba to ditch that Prat Riola. Yeah, breaking news. Here we go. Mino Riola to Mars. Mino Riola transfers to Uranus. Good shout there, Gungshi. That would be excellent. Hey guys, do us a favour. We're going to wrap things up in a minute, but do us a favour. Hit that thumbs up button on the stream. Let's see if we can get this preview to 100 likes on the video. If you haven't done so, please do leave a cheeky little free like. And I'll stick around for a few more minutes though and just see what you legends have got to say for yourselves. Thank you so much, Gungshi. I appreciate that. Gungshi says, I love that shirt, Pig. Gungshi the only, well, you know, Teespring. Check out the store, mate. Check out the store. The Footinators, Gungshi 100%. Marco, JMUFC. I think there might be a link for it. Let me just see on YouTube. I don't know how it works, but it should be available somewhere. There might be a link in the description. Yeah, that's true. Once Cavani has vacated that number 7, you're right. It'll be super relevant then. That's right. That is right, guys. Declan K is loving it, and also the Vootinator. You are. Thank you, Eddie Oto. I appreciate it, my man. He says, great chat, guys. Cheers for the preview, Pigo. Hit the like if you haven't. Thank you so much, Eddie O2. Yes, guys. Thank you so much for everybody that's tuned in. I guess we'll wrap it up there then. Just a little few pieces of transfer news for you there. Nothing major. And we'll see, hopefully, some movement in the next coming days, but not too much. In regards to the Southampton game, I'll be doing a watch-along for it tomorrow on the channel. We'll be getting going about half an hour before kickoff. So make sure you do tune in for that. We will be doing a watch-along for it. Watching the game, having a bit of bounce. My brother might be involved in it as well. Hopefully he will be. But he's out catching up with friends tonight on the town. So he might well be pissed out of his head right about now probably. And maybe hanging out of his arse come tomorrow when the match is on. But if he is able to get on, I will get him on. If not, it might just be me. But I'm hoping he's going to be on in some capacity. We'll see. Thank you guys for tuning in. Do us a favour as well. Come back after this video is finished. Get your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Have your say with your starting 11s and get your match predictions in for the result. Okay then, you legends. I will leave it there, but thank you very much for joining us. Shazad Ahmed, Shamir Qureshi, Brandon C, the Vootinator, OHB, Prince King. Oh, wait a second. I'm reading the wrong chat again. That's the old one from the other day again. Marco, Declan K, the K Cadet, Jay, MUFC, the Vootinator, Eddie O2, Gungshi. Yes, you know it, Gongshi Leone. Shazad Ahmed, JMUFC, Marco, Kayam, Shazad. Gungshi says, see you guys later if I'm still awake. Gungshi, if not, have a great sleep, my man. Thank you so much for getting in here as always. And Gungshi, you're so much of a bloody legend, I should probably just send you one of these shirts, to be fair, man. Have you moved yet, Gungshi? The Vootinator Purple says, OMG. Travis says, great stream, Joe. Thank you so much for getting in, and thanks for the super chats again there, Trav. And also the background of the match preview update. Thank you very much for that. The K Cadet, Johnny Gallagher with those wild piggy emojis. Vincent Bullock says, that be with your brother. Hopefully will be Vincent, if he's not hungover too much. Hopefully we'll have him on the watch along tomorrow. But there's 3 days before he goes, even after the game. So he will definitely be coming on the channel for some sorts of videos and stuff, talking about United. Nigel, he says, Xbox servers are down. Wow, okay. So tell me about that, Nigel. So, you're telling me the Xbox servers now? So that's the whole of Xbox. So nobody can play any online games on Xbox at all. Is that what you're telling me? Oh, dear. Primus says, thanks, Pigo. Up the Baker Brigade. Come on, Ollie. Come on, United. Smash that like button. Come on, do it now. Come on. My name is Arnold Schwarzenegger, Kayam. 3-0 Man United will win. Go on, Raja Gopal. I love that. I'm going 6-0. Shamir Qureshi, take it easy. No, Pig, it's going very slowly. Slabby Maguire pace. Oh, okay, well, maybe we'll be able to get a cheeky little Luke Shaw corner into you before you get there. Yes, that will be great, Eddie Oto. I really want it to happen, mate. Hopefully he's okay, you know. I'm going to get him on even if he's a state. Right, guys, like, subscribe, and comment. Massive subscribe if it's your first time here. Hit the like, hit the follow. Check us out on social media at Flying Pig United. You can check the website out as well, unitedflyinghigh.com. And I shall see you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a great day. And come on, United. We're going to smash them up tomorrow. Be there or be square about half an hour before kickoff on the watch along. And we will keep you up to date with what's going on. Night, guys. You're all a bunch of legends. See you later on. A.W. Darcy, Amir Shah, Vincent, Sir Barry, Kungshi, and everyone else as well. All the moderators, all the members. Much love. Peace. And where are you? And let's be having you. And smash a thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed the stream. Get your predictions in after this game. Stream is finished. And let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. I'm going 6-0 to the mighty Red Devils. That's right. We're going to make house of an absolute poodle out there. It's going to be pure penetration, my friends. Edinson Cavani coming off the bench. Gets a brace. Mason Greenwood making fools out of grown men. Bruno Fernandes, the Portuguese Magnifico, on song. Paul Pogba doing the Billy bits. Oh yes, we will do the business tomorrow. If I were you, I would tune in there. Good night, guys. Come on, United!